Well, hello. Yeah, I'm back. Okay, well, I'm going through some scrap wood. And I think it's time to go through my scrap to see what I can use and what I can burn. I got quite a bit building up. I've been building up a little bit more than I wanted. So, anyways, I'm going to make a mallet. Um, I made one years back, like years back, and it was just a standard 4x4 block. You know, I just cut, put the post through it, and all that. I mean, the handle, and I made it. Didn't last real long. But I have some walnut and some cherry, and I have this from a cut off. It's a piece of cherry. So this is gonna be the handle of it. I have to cut this down a little, shave this down a little bit to match all this up. But I'm gonna on my wood lathe, I'm gonna turn for the handle. You know what I mean? So I want a nice handle on it. I mean, I can sand it and on a sander, but I want to use it. I want to use the wood lathe to turn the handle. I want to fit it real nice. So I have to figure out where I want. Now, I'm going to use this piece here, just a scrap piece of walnut. And I have a scrap piece of cherry that can't really use. I was gonna do bottle openers, but I got a ton of cutoffs for bottle openers. So these are just pieces that, see what I can do with them. So I have to figure out where I want this to be at, and then I'm gonna probably cut this in half to put one on each side, so it'll be like a piece here and a piece here. Then this would be the over top. I ain't gonna be this big. I mean, it ain't gonna be that big. I mean, that'd be badass, the big Thor one, but it'll be close to it. But I'm gonna cut it down to about, I don't even know. I gotta figure out. Maybe 7 inches. You know what I mean? 7 inches from end to end. I mean, something like that. So I have to figure out how. I'm gonna probably have to cut down the 7 inches first on both pieces. Get them squared up. Then cut this in half and put this in the middle and see where I'm all at. But yeah, then I'll cut a slice down here, put a wedge in. I'm not sure. I mean, it's just going to be a simple one. I'm not. I mean, I was going to do some. I have some white oak strips. I was going to do some inlays. I mean, like, say that's all in here. You know, I was going to do some inlays going on, 2 on each side. I don't know yet. So right now, it's time I'm going to go square this all off. And then from there, I'll get everything glued up. Then I'll do the wood lathe and do the handle how I want it. And that'll be a nice little project. I'm just trying to use my scrap wood. I mean, I got quite a bit. And that's my goal, is to use my scrap as much as I can for something than just to burn it. I mean, I got a couple bins that I know is burned, but I got a lot of pieces laying around like this that I'm like, I don't want to burn them, but I'll burn the ends, whatever I don't use. Okay, so right now I'll probably figure out my measurement out. I'll probably meet you at the miter saw, get everything lined up, bend a bing, cut everything up. Okay, meet me there. Yeah. Okay, I'm at the miter saw here, and I got everything. I mean, it's a couple lines I got to do, but I got the lines. I didn't do it on the video, but I had to run it through my jointer to get nice clean edges on it. You can see it, nice clean, because they were all rough cut. It's just like rough cut wood. So I got it 7 inches. I got it straight here. I'm going to cut 7 inches here. I'm going to cut 7 inches here. Then I'm going to probably do, I'm going to cut this, I'm going to get a nice clean edge here, I think, and then figure out how wide the piece is going to be yet. So we'll have to come back to this one. Let me cut these two with you guys. Okay, so let me cut this down here. Bam and a bam. Let me turn everything on. Okay, I don't know if you saw what I was just doing. Whenever you're trying to get them exact, sometimes one might be a little off. If you put the taller one up against the blade, okay, up against, like lower it down, put it against the blade, turn it on, your teeth will just come up and down on it enough where it'll take a shaving off. Now these are exactly the same, nice and smooth. Okay, so this is now considered burn wood. To the bin. I got a big bin now, getting over it. I got another one under here yet. Woo. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the, now I got to figure out what length I got to cut these at. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I got to, it's 2 3/4, so I need 2 pieces, 2 3/4. Now it ain't gonna be this high. I'll be taking this chunk off. Hopefully it ain't that high. I didn't think of that chunk, but whatever. Let me get this cut, and hopefully. Okay, they're nice and easy. Okay, let's go meet me back at the workbench. Scrap piece. Okay, I got it somewhat figured out. So this piece was the original height. Okay, I think it was like 4 3/4. Real close to it. So I like that height of it. I think. I mean, that'll be the nice size mallet. You know, give or take. I'd go a little bit smaller, but whatever. It's just for me. So I think I'm going to go with this height, maybe a little shorter. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? Maybe 4.5. I'll do 4.5. So I have to. I'll just cut all this off camera. I'm just going to go 4.5, 4.5, 4.5 on all these. And I do have to go to the planer, the joiner, just to get it down to shaving. I am like a little bit too tall. I don't feel like pulling the whole, I don't feel like getting the whole planer for this hair. I just put it on my joiners right there, just zip maybe once or twice, just to take a little bit off for the handle. So let me get cracking at getting all these at, what did I say, 4.5? Yeah. I'm going to go 4.5. No, I like 4 3/4. I'll see. Okay, let me cut all this. I'll be right back. Oh, it ain't glued up yet. I just wanted to show you it before I do anything else. So it's going to look like that. Whoop. Sorry. Like that there. Oh, Jesus. Anyways, you get what I just did. So I think I took down a little bit too much, but once the wood glue's in there and the wedges, it'll be fine. But anyways, yeah. That's how it's gonna look. You know, something like that there. Something like that. Like that. I'm trying to hold it without it sliding out. You know, just your typical mallet. I'm gonna probably do once it's glued together, like once everything's together and all that, I'm gonna probably do I don't know if it was like a 15 degree on each end, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm going to do a release for a wedge. So that's where I'm at with it. And then, like I said, I'll round everything. I mean, I'll put it through the once it's all together, blah blah. I'll go to my router table and get all nice round up all the edges on it. So right now, next is going to be probably the handle. So I'm probably going to put this in the lathe once I measure this. Glasses. I mean, just a ballpark here. So what I can do is, once I get everything lined up, I'll mark kind of down here. Just so I know. Just so I know that I have to stay from this line down when it's spinning. I can't go anything above that line or it'll mess up for it to fit. Okay, so right now that's my next step. Will be the wood lathe. It's just going to be a simple little, just as long as I get my hand on it. I mean, I might leave the end a little bit wider. You know what I mean? Bring in here just enough where my hand's nice and smooth. Where it's like, you know, it's going to be, I don't know, I might just leave it that long. I mean, I got a big hand. I got sausage fingers. Yeah, I like that. I'd go a little bit shorter, but I'd rather have it like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. Well, next will be the wood lathe. See what time it is. Yee. This might be another day. I worked all night. This is just my little couple hours play time during the week. Then I'm off for New Year's. I think I want to say Wednesday, Thursday, or Tuesday. I forget what days. I'm off 2 days for New Year's. So I'll have us all done by tomorrow, hopefully. It's, again, a quick one. Okay. I'll probably, next time you see me, it will be on a wood lathe. How about that? So if it's either today or tomorrow or whenever. But it'll get done. Okay, well, I'm going to play around with this a little bit today. I'm going to try to get this done. So I got the handle in here all nice and tight. You know, I never done something this skinny. So I'm kind of worried and I hope I don't snap it. I mean, I'm not going to go skinny. Just enough for my hand to go around. You know what I mean? I'm only going to bring it in like a little bit. So, but again, I never done something this skinny this long. So I got to just watch the pressure. But it's hardwood, it's cherry. It's got my mask. So I'm going to attempt this. And wish me luck. I got to get my glove. Last time it hurt my hand pretty good, so I got a glove with this now. Okay, I'm going to start out with, I think this one here maybe first. I'm looking into possibly getting the carbide tips for wood lathing, for doing wood lathe work. Because these are really hard, and I'm not good at it. These are really hard to sharpen and get perfect. And you need special grinding wheels, and I mean, I do the best I can. They're sharp, but it's a pain in the butt. So I think I might invest in that. So first things first, I'm going to kind of start down past this line and just kind of get a little curve for my hand to go on, and leave a little nub on here maybe. I'm not sure how it's going to work yet. Let's give it a shot. I'm just seeing where I'm at. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it that mean, some of it's going to be staying straight. I'm just trying to get the roundness of his part. Okay, maybe a little more, maybe. I should like that. Let's try. I mean, again, it ain't the best in the world, but at least I got it to a nice. I'm going to sand all this down real nice, but I think that's actually pretty good. Oh yeah, I like it. Again, nothing fancy schmancy. Nothing fancy schmancy. I don't even know if it's what sandpaper this is. Try this out for a minute. I can live with that. Like I said, I'll play around with my chisels. I just wanted something that it was around. Like I didn't want this big handle like that. I like that. Yeah, I'll just sand this by hand, just these flat parts. So I don't want to go any skinnier than that. I don't want to go any skinnier than that. I'll hand sand these real nice. Yeah. I mean, it's totally smooth. Yeah, let me try this out. Yeah, I like that. Okay, that's all I wanted to do with that part. I mean, it's totally, that's pretty good. Okay, so for right now, just meet me back at the workbench. We're probably going to fit this in there and glue it up, then have to sit overnight. So I'll meet you back there in a minute. I'm trying to figure out, I still didn't get my little spongies yet, so now I'm at a big spongy. I gotta get to the store and get me little ones. This is gonna be too big. Whatever, I'll just use this for now. My big spongy. I'm just using, I don't need Type 3 because it ain't gonna be really waterproof wise. Just using my regular Type 1. So, got clamps set, ready to go, I think. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to line everything up, put them in. I'm just trying to get them all ready. And basically, I'm going to glue this side, put it down, line it up, put this in the middle, because this is going to come back out. I'm not going to leave this in there overnight with it. So then I'll do the same thing with this one, put it down, make sure it fits in there, then put glue on these, put this on, make sure it slides in or not, clamp it, pull this out, because I still got to play around with this and I don't want this to get stuck in there. So let's go with that. Okay, I'll do this, I'll come back, everything clamped up, and then, because I want to make sure, I want to hold on to this for a minute. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, I got everything glued up. It was just, I didn't want to do it long on camera, just to line everything up. So, it's all glued up. Well, the handle goes in. I don't want to go in. I don't want it to get stuck in there. But anyways, everything goes in. Let's see if I can squeeze it in there real quick to show you. Yeah, I don't want to push it and get glue all over it. So, I will see you probably tomorrow, early enough, hopefully. I'm going to take this off. We'll go to the miter saw, do 15 degree, go to router table, put a little nice edge all around it, sand it, put this in, glue this in, wedge it in, and it'll be done. Okay, see you guys later. Peace out. It's the morning. Oh, I'm tired. Worked overnight again, and I'm off 2 days. So, I took the clamps off. It's just about ready to do the final touches to it. So this is what it looks like. I gotta sand it from the clamps, still sand them off. But that's the block. Handle goes in. There it is there. So kind of look like that. I am gonna change up on the degree here. 15 would have been way too much for a, yeah, so a friend of mine, he said do between maybe 2 degree, maybe 3 degree cut on them. I think that'd probably be best, because if I'm holding it in like that, a 15 would be way too, it would be, yeah, I might just do a smaller one. So anyways, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna cut these off camera, because it's just bam bam. You saw me use the miter saw. I am gonna have to drill a relief hole here, and then go to my bandsaw. I'm gonna cut a nice slice down, and then I have walnut wedges that'll go in. I'm not even sure what I'm gonna use yet. And I talked about doing splines on it. I did find some cherry, so the whole thing will be cherry and walnut, but I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I mean, I don't know if you can see it like that. I mean, it's not a hard thing. I would just go on the table saw, get the height of this, do zippity zip, zippity zip, put them in, and then it won't be a long dry time, because it won't be like an overnight dry. So maybe I'll do that off camera. Again, I don't even know if I'm gonna do it yet. And that's pretty much it. Then we'll go to the router table. So I'm gonna cut these degrees first, and then I'll probably just meet you at the router table. I'll just show you that real briefly. I know in other videos I showed you on my router table, but I guess every video is going to be if I'm showing you from start to finish, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'll meet you at the router table, and then if these are in, they're in. I mean, if I have them, I don't know. I'm confused. Okay, give me a second to think about it. Okay, I did it. I cut the splines. Basically, what you do is you go to the table saw, and you measure the height of your piece, and then you just basically set your fence where you want them. That's where I wanted them at there. So it'll be like that. And then once they're all cleaned up real nice, put these in, and it'll kind of look like that. You can't really see it. There should be wood glue in there. It'll be like that. Again, it's just for myself. If I was making mallets for someone, I'd make it. I have another blade. It's like a little thicker blade. I could have did that. I didn't want to change the blades. But that's how it is. It'll be like that. So I'm gonna glue these in. I'll just glue them real quick. Let them dry up, and then we'll go to the router table. So do you need me to do this with you? Won't take long, I don't think. I'm just gonna squirt a little bit. Glasses. Can't see. Don't get old. I'm just going to do a little squirt down to here. And then slide this in. Okay. That's basically, I need a little napkin there. So I'm gonna let that dry up. That's how you do it basically is put the wood glue down in the hole. I could have put a little more in there, but I might even add a little bit. I'm gonna add a little bit in this corner right here. But yeah, just put the glue in till it comes out. And then that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm gonna be sanding it all off and everything. That's pretty much it. I mean, okay, so it looks like that. I mean, it ain't the best. I'll fill it in. I don't remember I gotta do a little 30 degree. I didn't do the 30 degree cut yet because I wanted these in first. Okay, I'm gonna glue these up in here. Then I'll cut the 30, or no, not 30. What am I saying? It's 2 degree. That's what I figured. I'm doing a 2 degree. What am I saying? 30. 2 degree angle on our degree on the mallet. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so this is what I got. I have a little trim saw here. This is actually pretty good. It cuts actually pretty good. Out of Harbor Freight, to be honest. I get most of my stuff at Harbor Freight. I mean, I'm not afraid of Harbor Freight, but it cuts very well. So I just want to show you that. So I cut these. I'm going to sand them all down, but I cut them. Those are drying up. These are dry now. They're pretty solid. Oh, there's a furnace. Come on. And you just basically just go like this here, just find a little spot. You just cut it. Like that one there. And then right here. Get my fingers in there. That's it. I just wanted to show you that real quick, just so you know how to cut them off before my furnace kicks on. And I'll do these real quick. That's it. So now we're going to go to the router table. I'll do the 2 degree cuts off camera, and I'll meet you at the router table. There goes the furnace. Peace out. I'm at the router table, and I did some. This is my little like a scrap piece I had from this piece. So I'm just trying out the angles. I don't know if you can see it that well there, but I didn't want it like too rounded off, and I didn't want it too little. So I got it right at that point. I think I like that the best. So everything's set up. I'm just gonna do one side to show you. I'm gonna go all around here, all around, and then I think I'm gonna probably have to do around here too. I think, yeah. So let me give it a shot. So that's it there. So you can see how I like how it's like curved real nice. I gotta fill in all these little gaps in these blinds. And that's pretty much it. I got a little red from the table saw. I mean the miter saw. Okay, so I'm gonna do these off camera, all the rest, and I'll come back and show you real quick. Okay, so that's the mallet. Again, I'm going to fill these in. I got a little epoxy and some glue, or wood sawdust and glue. Sorry, I'll patch all these in. So that's it. It's a nice rounded, all round, nice and smooth. So whenever I got it in, okay, just about done. So we're gonna meet me at the workbench, and I'll be ready to put it together. And then oil it and clean it up. Okay, see you there. Okay, well, I'm just going to show you this little, well, I already did it. I messed up on I hit camera. I mean, I hit picture instead of record. But typically when I'm filling up cracks or, voids in woodwork, I just basically get the sawdust. Now I try to match up. And, I mean, this is like a really dark mix. I keep this little bowl, like for stuff that you can't, like, you gotta fill in. So I basically get wood glue, Okay, and I put on a little board, a little piece of scrap board, and I get some sawdust, and I kind of mix it all up. It's all hard up there, you know. I just figured while I'm waiting for this, I gotta sand it all down. So you put it on, you just smear it in all the cracks, all your little voids, and that's pretty much it. I thought I hit record, and it was on the same one when I did this one. I did video it, but I don't know. Again. It was a picture. I thought it was all videoing. So I drilled a hole for the relief, went down and put a nice cut through there for the wedge to go into, and that'll be where it's at. So while this is drying, I just figured I would come back and explain it. And yeah, it happens. It happens more than I wish it did. I mean, sometimes I'll hit pause or I'll hit stop to do another video, but if I hit pause, if I'm on pause long, I guess it just, and I turn around, I just see and I hit, and I'm thinking it's going back to record. I have to look into understanding that more. Okay, that's all a little chit chat. But anyways, I'm just waiting for this to dry up. It's time. Everything is sanded down nicely. Got the two degree angle on it. I'm going to see it from there. This is going to get glued in like that. One thing I wasn't realizing is how I'm going to hold this in place when I put the wedge in. Wasn't really thinking that, but I'm going to put a clamp on this end and I'll figure that out. Okay, so time to glue. So basically I'm going to glue all this, stick it through here. Okay, I'm going to put a clamp on this. There'll be a clamp to hold that in place when I put the wedge in. I'm assuming that's what I'm supposed to do. I mean, again, I haven't made a mallet in a long time, and I didn't really look at other videos. Okay, so this is me doing it. Woo! Man, that glue was like already drying on that. I gotta clean it off. Yeah, I know this ain't the right way, but it is for me. A lot of you guys are gonna be like, what are you doing? I'm gonna sand all this down. I'll play around with it a little bit. Again, I'm gonna sand all this off, cut that off, sand all this off. I know it's a little messy looking, don't worry. Believe me, this ain't my first rodeo, maybe my second. That's pretty much it. Well, that's heavy actually. No play in it. Yeah. So I'm gonna let this dry up real good. Cut all this off. And we'll come back and oil it. I think that was this part here was kind of ridiculous. Is that the word? Ridiculous. I should have planned this, but I should have planned this better. Hey, it happens. Yeah, I just wasn't thinking. When am I going to hold this down? Because the shaft goes in. Yeah, the clamp worked. Okay, I'll be back in a little bit. It is done. Oh, done. I'm gonna oil it with you guys, and it'll be done. So I left the nub on. I like the little nub. I sanded it all down real nice. Got the little edges off. So that's the mallet. It's actually really, it's nice. It's like nice top heavy on it. I definitely like it. Okay, so I have these little homemade little things whenever I'm done to keep it up off the ground, so it dries nice. So let's get with the oil. I'm probably gonna do a oil finish. I don't know if I'm doing the wax, like a, you know, the butcher block wax. I don't even know yet. But for right now, I'm just doing the oil just to show you guys. Okay, glasses while I'm here, just to see what I'm doing. Okay, get a little rag ready. See how it goes. Ready. I mean, that's gonna be a lot more than that. I just wanted to get started. Oh, look at that. I love walnut. I mean, walnut. Oh, look at the cherry in there. Look at that. I love walnut. Walnut is like probably one of my, I think it's walnut is like everybody's favorite probably. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think walnut just is beautiful. Okay, let me get this up onto these for now. Let me dry it up, and I'll be right back with the finished product. I mean, it's finished. Look at that, it's nice. I think it turned out beautiful. Beautiful. That's it. Job well done. Get out of these. I'm gonna probably do another coat, but and wipe it all down. So that's it. First mallet for YouTube. So I made a mallet out of walnut and cherry. I did inlays with cherry. So it turned out really well. And that's another project I got done. So again, VOC Woodworking. Like, if you can, subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button on my videos. Hit the little bell for notifications whenever I post a new video. Again, getting more. I'm getting more. So, yeah, it's gonna be kind of fun. I mean, like I said, I get projects going on. I mean, it's just I'm not, or not, you know, when something comes up, I'm on the ball trying to make something. So this is just for me, for my shop. And I mean, what got me going was a friend of mine at work asked me if I ever made a mallet, and I'm like, yeah, an older one. So if he likes this, he said, I mean, this is for me, but he'd like to have one, and he'd buy it off me. I wouldn't even know how much to charge. I mean, to be honest, I mean, it's beautiful, you know. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, maybe comment. Someone, you know, I like to have comments too. Comment on just give me an idea. Like, if you made this, how much would you charge? I mean, again, I do it for fun most of the time. Unless I'm making a table for someone, or if I'm doing this for someone. But the small stuff, let me know. Okay, I'll see you on the next video. Yeah.